All right, so good morning. The sun is up. It's not after midnight. It's still the 27th, and it is June 27th, 2019. I'm using this phone. I couldn't pay the bill, but it's on Wi-Fi, so I can record and upload and stuff, but I don't have full functionality. I mean, it is what it is. I was ready to like just toss it, and then I was like, no, put $3 on there, and you can still keep the phone number active. Yeah, whatever. My father wanted me to do that. I said, well, the other phone is gone. Yeah. I said, I spent more money keeping that number active. And it wasn't like nobody called it other wrong numbers and bill collectors for somebody who wasn't even me. So I said, that's all right. Don't worry about it. Now, what I'm going to talk about, it was interesting. I'm not going to class today because they have a job there in Glendale. Yeah, it's probably a 30-minute drive for me from here. If I took the bus, you're talking about basically an hour and a half, 2 hours to get there. And I asked the people, I said, now, where's the shuttle service for that? And she said, I think it's too far out. Wait a minute. You told me this now. I said, wait a minute. The one you had that was here, that was, more convenient for me to get to, although that still took 2 buses, but, I could get there in 30 minutes. That one, you had shuttle service for, although we had to come back up here to get on the shuttle to go there and then come back here just to be able to come back home. She said, well, you just take the bus. I said, well, they only gave me X amount of dollars. Actually, they only gave all of us X amount of dollars for gas or bus fare. Now, anybody who's priced a gallon of gas, even if you get the cheapest gas you can find, you do realize that you go through that real quick. Especially if you call yourself going to interviews. I told you I drove down to El Segundo for an interview. That was an hour drive. And then coming back, because I went to that office and the motherfucker wasn't there. I'm sorry, I shouldn't call him a motherfucker, but he was. Because then he tried to lie. And next time talking about he was there to 3. And I said, oh, no, you weren't, because that door was locked and I knocked on it and nobody opened it. And they told on his ass this week. Said that he lived in Palmdale, which is way out there. And that's why he only came in 3 days. That's why it was convenient for him to sit there and say, oh, well, we ain't going to have class on Tuesday and Thursday. And in fact, when it came down to my work, he told me, he said, oh, just take it home and bring it back on Monday. And let her go over it, because I ain't doing nothing here. And he didn't. And she looked at it, she said, he didn't sign off on anything. I said, no, he wanted you to. Mankind is a fucking trip. They think you ain't surveying them even as you were surveying them. I listen to them people all the time out there in that whole area. What they're there for and all that kind of stuff. And the people, some of the people, they get real short with them. Because they're like, well, you need to tell me what you're here for. I don't even know what I'm here for. Because they sent me some letter and stuff, and and they put them in a queue. So you can go to a window, talk to somebody else, and tell them that song and dance. And then they sit there and say, okay, now who you talk to? The same thing all over again. I told you, this shit is hysterical. Well, like I said, I ain't going to do that job there because of that shit. And this girl said she was willing to come up there and pick us up and stuff, be there at 8. I said, but shit, that's like, still, I have to get up as early as just to catch the bus, just to get there to take a ride with you. And at the same time, I'll still be beholden to you as far as when I get to come back. I'm having a problem with this. They said, you don't have to come. And then everybody else who's about they was going to come, they told me that'd be easier. Because I went through the same thought process. I said, well, it'd be easier for me to just go to that job fair because then I don't have to worry about turning in like job searches and stuff. Because basically all you're doing is documenting where you're looking for work. And that's all you're doing. And the thing is, as you're doing all that stuff and you writing that shit up, that's more work. And it's pathetic. It's like, okay, they ain't doing anything for you. You're doing all the work, which is what you're supposed to be doing anyway. But the thing is, it's justifying their employment. I said, well, when are you gonna look for work? Later. I mean, there's some people that they did it yesterday because she said just do extra searches today and then turn it in for tomorrow, or turn it in on Friday, whatever. In fact, she even said you can do your searches and then for the tomorrow as well as Friday, and then come in and just get your certificate and go. Because her class is over with, and she ain't coming back to teach. She already said that. She said, I don't know who's gonna take over this class after I leave. She said when people was out, they had me covering. She said she was covering like 5 classes and stuff. She had lost her phone. She was stressed out and all kind of stuff. She had a headache. I had a headache. I was trying to figure out why I had a headache. She said, maybe you picked it up from me. I didn't say anything to her about me being empathic or intuitive and all that kind of shit. But I did know I had a headache. This is bullshit. She was better yesterday, but it is what it is. So what am I talking about? I ain't talking about anything. I'm talking about that Bible scripture that he had me post. Colossians 3:13 or something like that. The one about, forgiving your brother and all that kind of stuff. I told you, see. And the only reason I posted it is because, it came up as the Bible scripture of the day. And I posted it. Because the thing is, see, I told you, Doreen's out there looking for Jesus. She working the program in reverse. A lot of you people are. And you don't understand what I'm talking about. Well, look at it like this. For Christ to come back, the second coming, it means that you fucked up the lesson in the first coming. In discussion. All the churches that you have out there, all your belief systems, everything you subscribe to and stuff, you fucked it up. If somebody coming in and shooting up your church, that's a testimony to the fact that you did not get your message across. If they come in there and blow up your shit, that's a testament that you didn't get your message across as being this loving, peaceful, coexisting follower of the Most High. Basically, all your vitriol, all your demonizing of another soul, all your basically bastardizing and stealing and all that kind of shit, that came up to bite you in the ass. That's what that means. The second coming has nothing to do with the fact that you got it right. It had everything to do with the fact that you got it wrong. The church that is now in rubble is the one that you built as a shrine to God, and it's Christ. Now, some of you sit there and say, no, that's not the case because, see, I'm doing well. Oh, yeah, you doing well. And the handful of causes you have are doing well. But that's just it. It's a handful of causes. And for all the work that you have done, you do realize there's that much more to be done. So as you sit there and you call yourself speaking in my name, and I tell you, please stop, understand this. Just because you're so blessed, don't mean anybody else is. And therefore, you are not a follower of mine. You're a follower of yourself. You work for your own glorification, and once you got it, you ain't think about nobody else. I can tell you about some of the shit that you wrote, that I read. My father saw it. He saw it before you even wrote it, because you basically were telegraphing you getting ready to put it out there. Then you put it out there. And then I saw it, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's how they feel? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how they feel. Spiritual warfare is real. Now, my friend, El Young, she admitted to that. I also told her that it was time for her to get off, to go ahead and unfriend me. Now, she really didn't argue about it, because she understood where I was coming from. I said, you have certain associations. I don't want to see that shit no more. Straight up, what we call niggas, talking about how fucked up fags are and all that kind of shit. And at the same time, they don't realize how fucked up they are. Is that why you call yourself taking to the street? Beating up on somebody who basically you think you can get away with that shit with? Because you can't do it with the white man. Although you try. And then, at the same time, they use you for target practice. It don't matter that you have white friends, that you down like that. Because see, your white friends, they ain't taking that bullet for you. You taking that bullet. And you do realize it's a ridiculous amount of bullets that they pump into a black body for having one gun. And it might not even be a gun. It might just be a cell phone. And then they call it a justifiable kill. Homicide is a crime. That's basically to take a life of another person. It's called homicide. Murder is premeditated, it's calculated, it's hard to prove. But homicide, it's a lesser offense, but at the same time, it's still murder. If you are preconditioned to believe that a life that you take now is less meaningful or less valuable, and you say, well, we ain't saying that. Oh, but you are. And you're trying to get away with that shit, and you think nobody sees it. Maybe not amongst your own peers or your constituents and things of that nature, but on high, we see a lot of shit. And when they woke my black ass up and said, now, you need to point them in the right direction, because that's all I am, is a point man. I'm going to point some shit out to you. And basically, you can consider it or don't. I really don't care. And the fact, like I said, for you to unfriend me, pretty much is you admitting to your own guilt. You can't stand the heat. Now, does that mean that everybody? No, because there's people that they don't respond to anything I say. They don't have to. They work in their own agenda and stuff. Now, does that mean that they work with me? Yes and no. They work with God. That's their relationship. That's not mine. I can't sit there and say anything about that. I tell my brother all the time. I said, well, he said, you keep your mind off of them, because they're going to be mad pretty soon about a lot of shit that I'm going to do. You said something about, what are you talking about? I'm talking about all kind of shit. Now, you like to talk about the soldiers here in this country coming back from wars, fighting over there overseas, post-traumatic stress, and a lack of medical care, and all kind of shit. That's what you talk about and stuff, and how fucked up they are, and how we are showing appreciation for their service. That's what you talk about. And how, more money needs to be pumped into the system for them and all that kind of stuff. And, and they don't want to be forgotten and all that kind of stuff. That's what you talk about. You know where I'm going with this? I don't think you do. I don't care. Because as you sitting there talking about how fucked up the military is here and how suicidal they are here, and they come up here and they start shooting shit up because they feel betrayed by their own government, which is the people, by the people. That's why they don't have no problem shooting you up, because if they can no longer discern what's right from wrong. Remember what you left behind when you brought them boys home in those places that you bombed the hell out of. The insanity that you say is a populace of a people that you have demonized, that you have helped to co-create. You think those little kids didn't see their parents being buried? Or the parents had to bury their kids? And you think what? That when you came in there and you dropped some bombs, that just changed the whole mindset of the people? If it fucked up your soldiers, what do you fucking think it did to them? And then at the same time, you got people in office who still want more bloodshed. Donald Trump did not do you a favor. He did himself one, because that's the only reason why he said, I'm not going to drop that bomb. Oh, he had commissioned it. But then he thought about it. He said, no, that's going to derail the whole thing, the picture I'm trying to portray. I mean, man talks crazy all the fucking time, but at the same time, he is not as crazy as you think. A lot of his dad is. Some of them run the bush. Even Fox News and friends admitted to that. And the same people that got you in that war the first time in Iraq. How many wars you need? How many people do you want to sit there and, basically sacrifice their lives? One thing I've been doing is I've been putting out these job applications. There was one that involved the government. I'm old. But I'm not that old that they had timed me out, in the sense that they said, we need to make sure that you were registered for selective service, and we need to know what your ID number is. And the funny thing is, I actually had that documentation. Out of everything I've lost, I did not lose that. I had that paperwork. There's a way to look it up, because they told me on the thing, the application site, if it's not really available, you can just go here and plug in, blah, blah, blah. But I had the documentation. I plugged in the number in. And I mentioned that in the class the other day. The lady said, yeah, there's a lot of, anything you do with the government, they are a government contract. They want to know. Especially if you are a man. Man, they ain't asking them for the women, they asking them for men. That's what their question was. I said, what they want, what they think I'm gonna go out there and fight? With my flat feet and my coughing ass? I can go out there and cough in your face as well as you want. They laughed. This is how pathetic it's getting. They don't even time you out. As old as I am. They wouldn't time me out for like another 2 years. It's been unfit to serve. When did they raise that age? What do you think about you people? This is the country you live in. This is the country you revere. This is the country you say you serve. And you say that these people went over there and fought for your freedom. First off, if you gonna wage a war for my freedom, wage it right here. Don't go over there to Iran or Iraq and then tell me that you fighting for me. Because they ain't got shit to do with me. Oh, you talking about the gold? The black gold, Texas tea, oil that is. We supposed to be coming off that shit anyway. So that ain't for me. That's actually for, you know, the people who basically are making a profit off that shit and still polluting the air. So you ain't do that shit for me. You did it for somebody, but you didn't do that shit for me. I didn't ask you to go over there. I ain't trying to go over there. Why would I send you over there? I ain't trying to go over there. That's why that shit don't make any sense to me. Well, you know, we have to stabilize that region. The motherfuckers ain't trying to leave anything. I don't see them bleeding anywhere over here until we involve ourselves in their conflict. See how they conflict. Seriously. What would you say? Then they just gonna slaughter people. That's your argument? They slaughtering people right here, and you ain't doing shit about it. I'm gonna tell you something. If you gonna make some sense, you better make some clear sense. Don't you tell me about the fact you going over there and doing humanitarian aid and you ain't doing the shit here. Don't you tell me that. Because I'm gonna look at you. And don't you tell me you my friend, because I know damn well you're not. Don't tell me you don't call me nigga behind my back. Don't tell me you don't call me stupid or cray behind my back. Don't you tell me shit. All I have to do is look at how you interact with me. You sell that bill of goods to somebody else. Seriously. Find somebody else to buy your bullshit. Don't you tell me about how this is land of free and home of the brave, because that is bullshit. You ain't brave enough to stand up to your own damn government and call them out on their bullshit, vote them out of office and whatnot. You let these motherfuckers put an asshole in office, a bigot, a racist, a misogynistic pig, a reality TV star. Ronald Reagan was a better actor than him, because at least he was an actor. Donald Trump ain't no actor. He's a braggart. I don't give a fuck about how big his dick is. I don't even want to see it. I want to hear about his female conquest. I want to hear about who he doesn't want to fuck. Although we know he'll fuck anything, as long as it's there. Male or female, he really don't care. I don't want to hear about how he loves the United States of America and he loves this. Yeah, of course he does. He's making the money off of that. He's using the laws against you. He tells you what he believes. And what he don't believe. I told y'all stupid. This is a really good job. What do you want me to say? Okay. Just like that. My father didn't do anything else but recover my soul from you, that you still don't even think that you've lost because you think you know Jesus. But you really don't realize that a lot of what's going on in this world today has to do with the fact that heavenly forces worked against you. They conspired against you as you were terminating civil contracts and whatnot, and you terminated war with me. So he recovered my soul. I'm fully integrated and back in the world, and you are back at a point in time, for lack of a better way to view it, as a do-over. You're looking for Christ to come, and he ain't coming because he's already here. And you're confused if you think that he's coming. For all of you who are going to be hard-pressed to actually understand what that means, especially as it applies to you, the Christ is coming is basically what you know to be as the Antichrist, and that's who you're going to follow. And that will be your demise. Not my problem, not my show. Now, my people, for their lack of knowledge, are not that stupid. They have enough time to figure this shit out and basically get out of the way. But don't wait too long to see what's coming down that pipeline. When you look at that rock coming, you might want to move because you don't want to get pinned underneath it. That's all I have to say. You have a nice day.